so much for coming to my YouTube page and watching another one of my YouTube tutorials. Today it's going to be a little bit fun because I thought I'd answer some Q&As for you guys. I know that in every video I've been asking, you know, if there's any topics you guys want me to cover, to comment below. I know I've had a lot of inboxes through my Instagram, through my emails, and definitely, you know, on YouTube with a few questions that you guys have. So I'm hoping that I can answer, you know, a few of you lots of questions during this video. And obviously if there's any more topics that you want me to cover, because of course I'll do another Q&A, you know, comment below and I will do my best to answer those questions. So I've literally put together a few questions on my laptop, so I'm going to be answering them. So the first question I was asked was, how long does it take me, or in generally, what period of time does it take for you to become a stylist? Now, this is really interesting because I did kind of highlight this before. I think that the moment that you say you're going to be a stylist and you are actively doing stylist work, you know, whether it's a test shoot, you know, whether it's putting stuff together, once you are actively doing the job, you know, that is when I would say that you're a stylist. I mean, it is a decision, and I've always said, you know, anyone can call themselves a stylist, and this is kind of like a little bit of an issue within the industry because, you know, the word stylist is thrown about, you know, so much, but it's just about who is actively doing that job. Once you are actively doing that job, I believe you're a stylist. So another question I have is, how do you make sure you have the right fit for a model or a client when you are sourcing clothes? So here's the thing, when you are pulling from a PR, they tend to be sample sizes. Now sample sizes are usually like a size 6 to 8. That usually is best fit for agency models, or, you know, any freelancing model who is based on agency standards. That is a size 8. Whether it's the feet always change, but the shoe size is usually about 7 or 8 because of obviously their height. But then in terms of your client, again, whether it's the model, whether it's your client, whether your client's booking models, it's always important to ask what the size is, because yeah, it's going to save you a lot of hassle. There are some designers which you can pull from that do bigger than you know, a size 8. You know, you have some that have 10, and you've got some where they will actually pull the requested size. I had a celebrity client, and my celebrity client was a size 10 to 12. So I know that I was able to go to particular brands and do in-store pulls, or ask them to pull it from their warehouse, where it's going to be the exact product, you know, size that will fit my client. I also would encourage you to do a fitting with a client, to make sure that the clothes that you pull fit, because especially if it's like a live event, you know, they're going to an event and it's not a photo shoot. A photo shoot you can get away with, you know, a zip being not fully done up properly, or, you know, bits clipped and that, you know, you can't do that if someone's on the red carpet. You can't do that. So everything needs to fit properly. And for certain clients as well, you may need to get like a seamstress or a tailor that will tailor it perfectly. Oh, I like this one. How involved is the photographer in picking the wardrobe? Now, this is a touchy one because you get different types of photographers that want different types of involvement in the job. Now, a photographer, in terms of picking the clothing, if they've come up with the concept and the mood board, then I think it's kind of up to them to say, this is the concept that we need, and this is what we need to achieve. So you need to make sure you've got some solid images which will give you the right feel. Now, as a stylist, it is your job to pick the clothes. Now, if I've got a photographer who's constantly telling me what I need to pull and this and that, then he's not really allowing me to do my job properly. I mean, if it was a really high-end client and he knows the client better than me and he knows what will work, I'm definitely open for suggestions and for some guidance, because otherwise I'd be a fool not to take it. but at the end of the day, it's also important that you can do your job. It is about you picking the clothes, it's about you pulling it, and you working as a team with the photographer and, you know, with the makeup artist, so that they could pull out the colours in what you're picking, and then the photographer can look at the items that you've picked, and you could pick the perfect background, you could pick the perfect lighting, you could pick the perfect angle to shoot, or, you know, do whatever with. So I think it's a little bit of compromise, but don't lose yourself. I just feel like if the photographer is going to be telling you everything, you know, you should be doing, then he might as well start the shoot and might as well have pulled the clothes. Why are you there on the job? You know, like, no, no. I will be telling you what I think, but also I will be open minded. It's just as simple as that. Oh, this is nice. Someone's actually interested about me and not just styling. What is my inspiration? Oh, that's really nice. My inspiration, oh, there's definitely people that I look up to. You know, there's some girl bosses that, you know, I love to, you know, read about. Erica Pittman, you know, all these girls, you know, Connor Walker, like all these girls that have just made something for themselves. This is an inspiration for me. You know, when I first wanted to get into styling, I was watching the Rachel Zoe project. If anyone is into that, please comment below, because I'll need someone else who is with me. No, but I loved Rachel Zoe project. So if you've not watched it, I actually am going to tell you, go on YouTube or search on Google. Sorry, this noise. Go on YouTube, search on Google for the video. These girl bosses are my huge inspirations. And you know, if you're not watching the Rachel Zoe project, then I don't know what you're doing. Literally, you need to watch it. She is amazing. She's so inspirational. I think most importantly, after the hard work of the job, definitely getting the print or the end pictures of the photo shoot that you've done. It's amazing. And if you guys don't know about Grape, this is an amazing company which, you know, they do little boxes full of inspiration and full of like gold box treats and stuff like that. And I was so happy that for, you know, one of their issues, they actually featured me as Woman of the Month. And I must admit to you guys, like, I was just so happy. Like, I was so happy. I had like a nice little interview with them, and I feel like these moments, it's a big inspiration for me, because I just keep thinking, like, little old me, like someone is actually interested in, you know, what I'm doing and what I've achieved, and, you know, what I think of fashion, and, you know, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it means so much to me, you know, having that. I take inspiration from everything, you know, inspiration from magazines, inspirations from pop culture, what is going on, you know. Come on, the choker, the dark lip, this is pop culture at the moment, you know. And obviously I'm transitioning for the season, and also with my cute little Boohoo top as well. You know, this is the inspiration that I take. This is what I live, and this is what I breathe, you know. This is everything for me, you know, accomplishments and what is also present around me. It's a big inspiration. I like this one because it's a little styling one. So what is the hottest trend for the season? If we're going to be talking about spring summer, because technically we're still in it, I absolutely love the cold shoulder and the off the shoulder look. I mean, like, I love a little bit of a décolletage and all of that, you know. It's just very suggestive but still modest, you know. It's perfect for the weather. I just love it. I mean, a lot of stores, a lot of designers, they've just done amazing off the shoulder pieces, and, you know, I'm so happy that it's gonna be carrying on. you know, this is something that is, you know, it's a big trend, and it's gonna, I think it's gonna like seep into the next season as well. So I'm happy that I can pull a few of those pieces into autumn. That will be great. So how do I get clients without an agent? So I'm not sure if any of you guys know, but I personally am not signed to any agency. Not that I don't want to be signed, but it is literally a tough business. So if there's any agencies or any publicists that want to look after me, please do contact me. But you know, at the moment I've done everything without any agent. Building up clients has definitely been through word of mouth. You know, it just ends up being that you know somebody, you know, and they've basically suggested you for a shoot. So whether it's for, you know, a celebrity client, whether it's for a brand client, you know, they've asked for a stylist and that person has thought of you. Now you just need to be in people's radar. So that means definitely working with a variety of photographers, creatives, so that, you know, they could see how you work, they could see how professional you are, they could see your good work. So therefore, if someone is looking for a stylist, of course they're going to think of you. So yeah, just, it's really important to just have that network, you know, of people that are working with, you know, other people constantly. You know, it's good to just have that word of mouth. You know, I think a lot of my bookings have been through word of mouth. You know, I try to do the best that I can. I try to pull things together. You know, I do everything that I can, and I love to leave a good impression with people when I work with them. That's important for me. It's not about being a diva. It's not about being aggressive. It's not about, you know, it's working as a team is important for me. It's about all of those qualities and those characteristics that you need as a stylist, and you're gonna have to click the video to work that out. But yeah, that's really, really important for me. So, you know, you can get clients without being signed to an agency. If you can get signed by an agency, then do it, because I know that it's helped a lot of people. It has. How do I build high-end clientele? Now, you've got to be high-end. Like, you attract what you want to attract. So if you only want high-end clients, make sure that your profile is of such where high-end clients will be drawn to you. Also network with high-end people, high-end brands, contact high-end brands, you know, just try and stay in that zone basically. And I also believe that how you present yourself, you know, how you put yourself out there, and also what you charge can also attract a different type of client. Now, me personally, I've worked with high-end clients and low-end clients, and you know, I just stay being me. Like, I have one rate and that's it. But you've also got to be flexible, because there are also, you know, clients that are working with a budget. But you've just got to know who you are and what you stand for, and know what you want and stick by it. Don't waver, you know, and eventually you will attract what you are putting out. You will attract what you are thinking and what you are creating. So it's just literally as simple as that, to be honest. And you know, if you want to strictly be high-end, then only take high-end. Don't really do the lower-end jobs or lower-end clients. And if you want to do the lower-end clients for money, then it's just best that you don't publish or talk about the lower-end jobs, so that visually people are only going to see the higher end. And kind of linking with that, someone else has asked, how do you deal with low paying clients? Now again, you can refuse them, you know, because if you only want to be high-end and you are bespoke, and you know, you create this high-end environment and you give high-end services, then maybe you have the liberty of turning them away. But then also, I feel personally, as me, I love to work with a wide range of clients. So it's about knowing what your client needs and what they want and what they can afford, and creating a budget which suits them. You know, have your price list, but then also be able to, you know, draw it out and say, you know, well, if you're only working with this, and I can maybe do parts of this for you and that for you, you know, and this is how much I charge, but what's your budget? And, you know, okay, well, for that I can do this and that, you know, find out what they need. And it's just literally about that compromise. So it just literally draws together. It's literally as simple as that. Oh, I like this one. Someone has recently done 2 shoots collaborating with another stylist, and they want to know, is it okay to add those photographs in the portfolio, and also assisting on shoots, and they never want to take credit for something that they're not allowed to. Now, obviously, in the beginning of my career, I was interning, I was assisting. I've never personally worked with another stylist, but it is about crediting both of you. So if 2 stylists are working together, both of you need to be credited for that shoot. And it's whenever you're putting it on a platform, you need to visibly see that it is both of you. You need to add those credits for both of you, especially also if you are interning, you need to add the credit of the person who's done it and you as the assistant. Even on when I had my assistant work on my website earlier on, I'd make sure that there was a picture or a page of all the credits to show that this is the stylist who done it and I was assisting them. That is the way that you can kind of do it, because otherwise, if you're assisting and you're putting it up, people are going to assume it's your work. It's not there. So make sure that it is very, very clear that you are assisting and they are the head stylist. And I think this will be my last one. This person would love to intern with an established stylist to obtain more experience. Do I have any advice on how someone can do that in a smaller town while still having a 9-to-5? Now, I think when I started my journey as a stylist, I was, you know, doing a 9-to-5. I was a visual merchandiser. So, I think if it's your dream to be a stylist, I also think that, you know, maybe working in that division will help in the fashion sector. I don't know, but, you know, some people are doing, you know, lawyer jobs and they've still got this side dream of doing styling and doing something more creative. There's so many videos out there which are very inspiring to say, you know what, you should really follow your dreams. And I'm an advocate for following your dreams. I was doing visual merchandising, which is styling anyways, but my job was really kind of getting in the way of me doing what I wanted to do. But I made it work. You know, as soon as I got home, I was literally building my portfolio, and I was doing everything on the side. You know, even when I studied at London College of Fashion, I made sure that it was like an evenings and weekend thing. You know, at the end of the day, having money is so important, because, you know, it's not about falling apart and losing everything that you have just to do styling. I was lucky that I had a great support network. My mum's so supportive with me, you know, freelancing and doing the job that I love doing. So I've had a lot of support. Just make sure that, you know, you have that support system and you do everything outside of work. And hopefully, as you are working outside of work or booking off holiday or to do jobs and doing that sort of stuff, soon, hopefully the jobs should start picking up more, which will then allow you to leave what you were doing. Also, you know, you could choose to work for yourself, or you could attach yourself to a brand as a stylist. So if it's really your dream to be a stylist and you still want to earn money and you don't necessarily just want to start, you know, in the deep end by yourself, start working in that sector. You know, work as a secretary at a magazine, work as you know, an intern, a PR agent, you know, something within the industry which will get you closer to that job. Because I know a lot of PRs that, you know, style, and because they're PRs for brands, they kind of get first dibs on styling lookbooks for that brand. So it's a smart way of doing things, and you know, it's a great way of networking. There's so many ways around it, but that would probably be my my advice for you. You know, don't just give up yet. You know, don't just end everything if you've got no money and if you've got nothing coming in and you're going to lose your house and, you know, you're not going to be able to pay your bills. I wouldn't encourage that. But at the end of the day, working for yourself, there is going to be a point where, you know, you're going to have to be budgeting. And there was moments when, you know, I didn't have any money, but I just still worked hard and I worked through it and I found a way. So I'm hoping that my Q&A has answered a few of your questions. There were a few more, but I will answer them next time. But also don't forget to like this video and make sure you subscribe to my page. If there's any questions that you have that you would like me to answer, then please make sure that you comment below. And most importantly, please share, because, you know, I do want this video to spread. I want my information to spread. I want to help as many people as possible. And don't forget that on Mondays now I want to start doing mentoring Mondays, where I offer slots for you guys to get some mentoring. If you want more information and prices and stuff like that, then please do follow the link in the description box. And also if you want to find out about workshops, then again, please follow in the description box. Make sure you connect with me on my social media platforms. I am, you know, easy to be found, and I hope soon that I'm going to be on Periscope. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you're going to hear the update about when I go on Periscope, because I want to start showing you guys like live what I'm doing. So hopefully I can Periscope when I'm at a photo shoot, so that you guys can like shoot questions at me and I can answer, or even I can just jump on Periscope and just start answering some of your questions live anyways. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye.